I have been going through baby registries for months. I find them on Amazon, I review them, I tell you guys some of the products, the pros, the cons, what I like, what I dislike. And today is an exciting day because I have found a twins baby registry. So let's jump right in and check out the products for twins. Okay, let's kick it off. We've got a Little Tykes swing. This is like an outdoor swing, something they'll grow into. There's only one here, so that's kind of strange, but we will see. Now we have a play mat, play gym, whatever you want to call it. Again, only one, which is fine. You don't need two of everything. Then we have a chair sit me up. Okay, I typically err on the side of don't get a bunch of seats, but with twins, you might need a few more than what I would normally suggest. We have another play gym right here. It looks like possibly we're having a baby girl and a baby boy. So that's exciting. Next, we have a twin pack and play system. I wonder if they're going to use this as their bedside bassinet. I mean, they could put this out in like the living room as like a changing station or a lounging station, but potentially this is going to be their bassinet. Kind of expensive. Unfortunately, I would have thought a pack and play one like this would have been more affordable, but it is what it is. Got to do what you got to do. If you could start out in the crib, I would recommend doing that, but with twins, it might be a little more complicated. Now we got a baby bath. With twins, I would still only do one bath because you only need one baby in the water at a time for safety. Even if there's two adults, have one adult be either undressing a baby or dressing a baby. There's always something to do. Okay, moving on, we have the diaper genie. 1 kid, 2 kid, 5 kids. I still say just use the trash can. That's my personal opinion. So skip the diaper genie. You don't need it. Same with the changing pad and changing station. We use the guest bed, put a quilt down, called it a day. Diapers. With twins, there's a good chance they could be smaller, so getting a lot of newborn is actually more appropriate versus for a singleton, I don't recommend getting a lot of newborn. Twins, newborn ones, justified. Got some wipes, more diapers, more wipes, more diapers and wipes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting diapers and wipes. These are actually preemie ones here. They got 2 babies. They got a lot of diapering to do, so I think that's super, super practical of them, to be completely honest. Even more, they're going to go through them. They are. Okay, now let's get into some real products. So we got a bottle drying rack. 1 kid, 5 kids, still don't think you need it. Couple bottles. Now these bottles look super strange. It is because they are self-feeding. Basically, they know they have their hands full with twins and they know that sometimes they're going to need to prop their babies and have their babies feed themselves. So that's why they got these designs. I usually say get very gender neutral things and don't get color specific, but with twins, this is going to help them keep track of who drank how many ounces and germs and contamination and just keep them organized. So I totally respect that. And I think this verifies it as a baby boy and a baby girl, which is super cute and super cool. Okay, now these are not the high chairs they're getting. These are the mats underneath. I don't think you need these. It depends on the flooring you have, I guess. If it's something that would stain really easily, I would consider getting these. They're only $20. If they drop food, part of it's going to land on the mat, part of it's still going to land on the floor. So then you're just cleaning 2 different things versus just cleaning the floor. Just my opinion. I would skip it, but if you have a specific flooring situation, maybe you want it. Okay, we got a high chair. It looks like it's adjustable. That's kind of different. How it has different heights, but maybe if you have a high top table or something of that nature. It's weird they only have 1, so not sure what's up with that. Okay, some little outdoor chairs. Those are fun for different, barbecues or camping. A little expensive. I think you could have found 2 single chairs, much more affordable, but it is kind of fancy with the cup holder, snack holder, and the sunshade. So, all right, baby teeth holders. Your kid is probably not going to lose their teeth until they're about 6 or 7, so you could have waited on this. You could have got this literally for their 5th birthday. Just saying, it's up to you if you want to store it, but whatever. I don't have one of those, so each their own. Okay, a little twin photo for their bedroom. Cute. This is the newborn essentials kit. It is almost a little bit of everything as far as some different essentials. No big deal. I could go either way on that. Okay, we got a baby monitor. You definitely want to have a camera on each kid that goes to the same screen and make the most out of it. Pacifiers. Oh, okay, we got the owlet, which it looks like there's only 1 of, so that's strange. If I were getting an owlet, I would get 1 for each baby. Just saying, very expensive though. And then it looks like we got 2 more types of monitors. So clearly they have not decided on which monitor they want to get, but something like this looks like a great option where it's got a split screen and it's got 2 cameras. And that's a really good price. I would probably jump on that one. The one we have also can be similar to that. Our screen can't split in half. You have to go from one picture to the other, but you can do 2 cameras in 2 different rooms. And it's called the Vava baby monitor. I can link that in the description if you were interested. Next, we have a cradle cap brush. You may or may not need it, but okay, go ahead. Okay, some baby food introducers. We may do without them, but if you want them, go ahead. All right, some Itsy Bitsy pacifiers. Itsy Bitsy, for how pretty they are actually reasonably priced. Like, I think they're a pretty good deal for a cute passy. Next, we have some baby gum wipes. So this is like early teeth brushing. It's wiping their gums, I guess. I don't know how important it is or necessary. Could you get a washcloth, put water on it, and wipe off their gums? That'd be more environmentally friendly and cost savings, and it's one more item to store. Okay, grooming kit. They got double. You don't need double. They got a girl one, a boy one. You don't need double. I don't recommend getting a grooming kit at all because they're just not practical in my opinion. I think you should get specifics of what you want. Okay, a milestone blanket. This one is specifically for twins. I think that's fine. It might be hard to keep those little wiggle worms on there, but it is sweet to get those milestone pictures. Okay, it looks like a portable sound machine. Cool. That's probably for on the go in the stroller or car seat. Next, this is 2 mattresses. We can't see a picture there, but that's okay. And then we got 2 cribs. Now, these cribs are not the same brand. I would have really tried to get the same brand so they matched. And also, I would have tried to get the more affordable brand. That one's a 4-in-1. That's probably why it's more expensive. I don't know why you would get a 4-in-1 on one option and the other one not. I feel like you're not set up on the same trajectory there. So I would have tried to get the same. I really would have. And they probably did. Okay, this is a self-feeding cushion. So again, propping the bottle. It's going to happen with twins. It just is what it is. Next, we got the twin nursing pillow. Is this the first breastfeeding item we've seen? I think it might be. You're going to want some more gear. It looks like next we've got a hands-free pump. So that's good. Hands-free will be helpful. We got some car seat, like little bumper thingies to kind of keep their heads where they're supposed to be. I think those are technically frowned upon, but I get it. Their heads can just like droop and fall, and I get it. So next, instead of having a mirror, because kids are rear facing, instead of doing a mirror, a lot of people are doing this camera system. Now, if you notice, this one looks like it can do a split screen with 2 cameras, which is great because they're having twins. Okay, next we have car seats. Now, interesting choice. They are not going with the infant car seat that, clicks into a base. They've got 4, if we get on here, they got 4 of these like bigger ones, probably 2 for mom, 2 for dad. That part's fine. But what's tricky about it is if you go out in public somewhere, like those bucket seats are nice because it's somewhere for baby to rest when you get in somewhere, or like put them in a shopping cart, it just gives you somewhere to put them. So I don't know how they're going to go anywhere. Like say mom goes out by herself, or even if mom and dad want to go to a restaurant with the 2 babies, you have to hold the baby the whole meal. There's no car seat to like rest them in, until they're sitting up properly. You kind of got a limp noodle with you. So that's why I'm a fan of the bucket seat, even though they can be large and cumbersome to take in somewhere. They just give you that option. And with the bucket seat, I will say you're spending more because you're buying that car seat and then you're still having to buy these later on. But because these are twins, they would probably stay in that car seat for a longer duration, meaning they would get a decent amount of use out of those car seats versus them outgrowing them super quickly. So that's a tough choice. I just would be like, what is your plan? What is your plan to go to Target? What is your plan to go to a restaurant? How are you planning to do that? Or are you just staying home with your twins? Okay, so we got some car seat covers. That's fine. And then we got a stroller. This stroller, ideally the seats recline. I don't know how young you could put a baby in here. I believe it's a 5-point harness. But yeah, I would say, can you put your newborns in this? If you can, I guess you have a plan for outings. But if you can't, I don't know what you're doing. For me, for example, I bought a jogger, single baby. But I bought a jogger and my infant car seat clicked into the jogger so they could sit in that jogger properly, even though they were an infant. The car seat kept them snug and safe. Okay, moving on to some books. This looks like a great book set. We got some black and white. Welcome to the World, Little Ones. It's a twin book. Lullabies. When it comes to the Bible, I think I would just get 1 and have them share it. I don't think I would get 2, but that's just me. A couple classic books. Now we got an outdoor like baby dome. This looks cool. I would be curious what the measurements are. That baby looks massive in there. So I would hope you could get a large one and get a lot of use out of it for a long time because, yeah, you got 2 of them. You go to a barbecue, you need somewhere to put them. Like that's their home base. So I like the product. I like that they thought to get it. I hope for the price it is large enough to get a lot of use out of it. A baby scale. I don't think I have seen a baby scale on a single registry I have reviewed. They may be getting this because they're concerned about the twins gaining weight because twins often start out little and you just want that healthy weight gain. Some options here. If you want a scale, go ahead and get it. No big deal. If you don't, but say you are worried about their weight gain, maybe you are breastfeeding, Couple options. You could call your pediatrician and say, hey, can we come in and just throw them on the scale real quick? No appointment, nothing. I just literally want to walk back and put them on the scale and just do a weight check. You could see if there is a lactation like meeting consultant or like a class. I had one at my hospital, which we live real close to the hospital, so bebopped over there. I didn't even feed my baby. I didn't go to the class. I walked in and I used the scale and I left. I just wanted to have that peace of mind that, hey, they're gaining weight and they're thriving and they're doing well. Now, one thing to remember, every scale is going to weigh them slightly different. So if you use a bunch of different scales, know that there's going to be a little bit off potentially. But overall, if they're gaining weight, you're on the right track. All right, next we have a door like attachable organizer. If you need it, great. If you don't get it just to fill it with stuff. But if you maybe live in a small home, or maybe they're nursery, maybe the twins are in the same room and it's 2 cribs, so they don't have room for a dresser, then maybe they need this, or it's a small closet. You never know what the situation is, but could be a really great product. I love organization and keeping things tidy. Laundry detergent, as I always say, you don't need it. They're going to touch mom's clothes that are probably not done in that laundry detergent. They're done in Tide or something else. So I would say the whole family needs to be on the same detergent. Just my opinion. Some USB cord covers. I would question how easy those are to open because a newborn isn't touching those. They're too young. But then like a toddler, if the toddler can bust that open, it's not going to work. But at the same time, safety is important. So I respect it and I can't hate on it too much. All right, some bottle sterilizer and dryer system. Cool. I normally would hate on this and say like, you don't need it, especially if you're going to try to breastfeed. But with twins, it's a little more justified. Okay, hatch lights. So this one does not come with a shusher. It looks like this one does. I wonder why they didn't just do 2 with the shusher, because they did that shusher up above, which I'm assuming is why they got this one, but they could have just done 2 of these. So not sure on that, but we have the hatch light and we love it. I will link that in the description because we've had a great experience with the hatch. Can't recommend it enough. It's not a need, but it is a very helpful product for getting you on a schedule and keeping you organized. Okay, we got a medicine pacifier. Could be helpful when they're sick, but not a need. You can make do. Okay, we got a second swing. For whatever reason, that first swing was at the top and this swing is down here. Not sure why that happened, but that's okay. Little twins decor for the room. OxyClean. Don't think I've seen that before. Not a bad idea. Okay, a little exercaucer as they call them. Cool. These little bouncy guys here, I would wait for first Christmas or first birthday. They don't need that on the baby shower. You're jumping the gun. Okay, birth announcement. That is sweet. A little twinsy. Okay, a little memory book or baby book. Great. Definitely want to keep track of those milestones because your brain with twins, you're going to lose track. Okay, now we have a Dr. Brown all-in-one sterilizer. So I wouldn't get both. I would decide on one, and maybe they haven't done that yet, but only get one. Next, we got a Baby Breeza, like baby food maker. I would just use a blender. I don't think you need to spend $130 on this. That's a little ridiculous to me. More wipes. Not sure why they're down here. Dr. Brown baby formula mixer. So you could just use any old pitcher that you already have. You don't need this one specifically. And then my other argument is you had that nursing pillow, meaning you're going to attempt to breastfeed. You also have the pump, which you could put pumped milk in here potentially as well. So I just feel like you need to figure out which method you're going to do. And you might not figure that out until babies are born, because with twins, if they're preemies, they may not latch well. But it's hard when you have a little bit of nursing stuff and a little bit of pumping stuff and a little bit of like formula stuff. You end up with a lot and you're not going to use all those systems probably. Maybe you will, but I don't know. It's tricky. I can link some videos about breastfeeding supplies and just sort of my thoughts on it in general. Okay, next we have the finger toothbrush. So we already have had quite a few mouth things. I feel like these, I believe, were in that we're in the grooming kit. So that's doubling up on a product. Okay, we got more activity center things. If I was going to do these two, I would skip on this one. Maybe they just need to eliminate that. A little organization cart. Okay. Baby hand and footprints. Those are sweet. That's a project, but very sweet. And with twins, they're going to be itty bitty. So I don't know. It's precious. Memory stuff, I don't judge. If you want to soak up those memories, you do that. Okay, more toothbrush tongue cleaners. These people are very into oral hygiene. Maybe one of them is a dental hygienist. I don't know. But they're very into it, apparently. Mom Frida, like the postpartum recovery kit. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think you should go too crazy for mom, but that simple kit, not a problem. And next we have like a bath time kit, which, they don't have any soap on here. So that's good that they have that. Didn't buy too much in bulk. You don't need a ton. But yeah, that's a good little kit to get them started. Okay, and we are done. I feel like this baby registry was very interesting with the twin aspect. They had a lot of essentials. One thing that they completely missed is clothing. They have no clothing on here. And I'm not saying you need a ton, but it helps people know kind of your style and your vibe. So yeah, they missed out on clothing entirely. If you would like to see a baby registry with clothing, I'm going to link it now on the screen. If you can't find it there, look in the description. And it is filled with, I believe, baby girl clothing, if I remember correctly, and a lot of ruffles. So if you want some clothing inspiration and ideas, check out this baby registry next.